Oh, hola, ¿cómo estás?
God damn.
Oh, fuck.
I am ¿Cómo estás?
Talk about being racist.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, hey, hello. Hello, how are you?
There you go, I love it. We're gonna have to figure out lighting situation.
The other person.
Good. Vision wise. Alright, what'd you say, man?
God damn it, Kylie.
I know.
I think the two of you should start it out, and then if he wants to pan over to where
I know, but being
where
sanctum,
you're-
that's gonna be a bitch. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. As opposed to like, if I was like, "Hey, welcome to this the Squatchcast," and then Kylie was to be like, "And our special guest today is," or "Our special guest today is Chavez," or Nick and the Dick, or if it's Nick, the retard. You know?
Hey man, we can't just say that's a handicap, bro. We can't just call him a tard.
Okay,
I don't think that's a way
let's cut
to
that out.
Yeah. Right. I feel that camera up till now can be cut, so did we decide a way? Did you figure it out? I am so much shorter than you right now. This is gonna look fucking weird.
Well, I mean, whenever we stand
play
up to
through.
do the shit, it's gonna look
Looks like
the
I'm
same.
just sitting here to give you head.
Hey, come over here.
Whatever works.
All right, man. Well,
Get something to hide your paper with.
I don't even think it was visible on camera.
Okay, well, I'm hiding my paper.
I'm not worried about it. I'm straight up. I got notes. Damn it.
I got notes, damn it.
Very possible. All right, for everyone listening out there, if this part doesn't get edited out, he will typically have his shirt off. It's just frigid as fuck out, and he doesn't want to drink anymore.
Hello.
Let's fucking do
All right,
this
cutting it out up to
goddamn
this. Okay,
Alright.
I like it. All right.
thing. Welcome to the Squatchcast.
There he goes. Drink. Oh man, look at him go. This is the Squatch. I'm the gnome.
And this is Chavez.
There you go. I thought it was Chavez. I'm just making sure. All right. This is a podcast. We go over a lot of different things, or we're going to. We're going to talk about sports, brew, barbecue, stuff like that, outdoorsmanship, if that's even a damn word. It's going to be unfiltered, no holds barred. We will probably won't have much of a sports segment today because our sportscasters are not here, but
This podcast is for no one under the age of 18.
there you go.
You are under 18, get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. There will be profanity, tobacco use, CBD usage, and alcohol use in this. So if you're not 18, go ahead and switch to something else.
Get the fuck out of here.
Or he should.
All right. Hopping into the sports. We got an upcoming UFC fight tomorrow. We got Calvin Cater versus Giga, however the fuck you say his last name. Chavez.
Yeah, the only one that sounds familiar to me is the Cater, dude. I don't know either of these guys.
Calvin Cater was the guy who got the fucking shit beat out of him by Max Holloway.
You smoke CBD?
So, I think that'll be a pretty interesting main event. Who do I think's gonna take that? I think Calvin Cater's gonna take that. You don't get in the top fucking 5 of the division by getting your ass kicked every fucking time.
Is that what happened to the other guy? Ooh.
No, I think that other guy is undefeated still. He might have like one loss on his name, but I think other than that motherfucker's undefeated.
No shit.
Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker, but I don't think he's gonna make it through Calvin Cater.
Oh my god, you just shit on me.
The ball then?
You just
You got ball.
Yeah, for sure.
You think he's gonna win?
Sure.
We're overlooking
Giga?
the fact that he just
I think-
cropped us.
No way.
Shut up.
He didn't pull up and sprinkle the fucking plants right now. Maya's gonna win.
Maya is not gonna win, bro. Caitlyn is gonna beat her ass. Caitlyn stands so much bigger than everyone in her division. Just so all the fans out there know.
So did Amanda Nunes, but look what happened to her.
Man, fuck Amanda. She done pissed me off last time she fought.
Exactly, but look how
All
big
right.
she is, and look at her. And you're telling me the underdog can't.
Just so all our viewers know, I am going to be shirtless every time we make a podcast. So please get comfortable with this.
And we approve this message.
Now, back to Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes was running her goddamn mouth so much in the up to that fight. I mean,
That's right. What's the phrase? Hustle hard.
and quit talking shit.
No, it's something humble. Hustle hard, always be humble. I don't know. Something like that. But I
All I
get
know
what you're
is that, hey, stay humble.
Always, yes.
Couldn't even want. Sit down. Be humble.
Amanda Nunes, she said, I will take her wherever she wants to go in the fight. Well, whenever you are that confident in yourself, it typically leads to something that you don't want. And it just so happened, she had her rock the first round. You thought she was going to take it. Second round comes along.
Dude, I thought the second round.
Juliana Pena whipped her fucking ass the whole second round. There was no ifs, ands, or buts.
When they started trading punches, I was like, okay, this is Amanda Nunes' time to shine. This is boom, throw your fucking left, right, jab, straight. That's all you gotta do. No, she was taking every hit that Pena was fucking throwing her. But you saw Pena's face at the end of the fight, though. It was fucked up because she was taking those hits.
It was fucked up, but I mean, who gassed out first?
And Nunes, that's what I'm saying.
Man, she was
So,
going for that first round knockout and wasn't planning for anything after that.
No, because she was gassed at the end of the first round. She was gassed.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying. How is Maya not compared to this right now?
Maya's not compared to this because fucking this Caitlyn chick is ranked 2 in the fucking division.
Then Nunes was champion.
I got 20 fucking lighters around me, none of them work.
I told you. If Amanda was to lose a fight, it's gonna be this fight against Juliana Pena. And what happened? If we had the dick on this podcast right now, I told him a week before the fight, fucking fight.
For everyone out there, Nick and Dick are two sports
enthusiasts.
There you go, confidants, if you will. Continue.
They're gonna be our main sports.
Yeah, if it's sports related, they'll have it covered. They're just not here today. It is what time right now? On a Friday night?
2 fucking o'clock.
Yeah, 2 a.m. I just got off work. These guys have already been having a night themselves.
Woo!
Woo! All right, Super Bowl predictions. Here we go. Who y'all got? Who you want to win?
Steelers.
Really? See, I don't know much what's going on. I just know my team's doing all right. The Bills.
Okay. Now, with that being said, I want the Steelers to win, but that's a very biased opinion. I'm a Steelers fan. But who do I think's going to win? I think the Oakland Raiders are going to win.
Really?
I think it's rigged.
Have you seen Vegas's odds?
I don't give a shit about
No,
Vegas.
have you seen who they got to pick to win?
Fuck no.
Green Bay.
But John Madden died this year.
What?
He was the one who coached the Oakland Raiders to a Super Bowl.
You ain't gonna tell me, man, who fucking John Madden is.
Okay.
I didn't know he died.
Yeah, he died. He ended up passing away.
How?
I don't fucking know, but I know he died.
We don't have a fact checker either, so. This is
You
hearsay.
fans out there, fact check this
They
for
have
me.
the internet.
John
If they're
Madden
listening to
died
this-
some point this fucking month. We also lost the beloved
No,
angel,
that was
fucking
last
Betty
year.
White.
Last year.
Bob
John Madden was
Saget.
last year.
Lost
Bob Saget
Bob
and
Saget and Betty
this
White.
year.
Yes, that was devastating. I didn't believe it when he told me Betty White passed. I was like, this has happened every year. This has been said.
I had to take
We
three
fact-checked it.
shots.
Really?
Yeah,
Hit you
I
that
took
hard?
3 shots for
This is
Betty
for you,
White
Betty.
To Betty White, yes. Let's have a drink to her. There
and
we go.
Bob Saget.
Yes, and Bob Saget and John Madden, which I did not know had passed, and anyone else. This is a good drink. Anyone want to try this?
I about knocked that out of your fucking hand. I'll take a drink.
It's pretty good. It tastes like Dr. Pepper. Just how I remember it. Are you sure he needs it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
So the reason I believe the Oakland Raiders will win this year, I mean, you have John
When
Madden.
it all. Ooh,
I thought the Raiders. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of a different team. Never mind. Go ahead.
John Madden
That's tasty as fuck.
made the Madden games.
Beer,
I mean,
amaretto, and Coke.
he is the big reason that
That Madden football is what it is.
that
Oh,
it
But
is what it is.
he's only won 1 ring though.
You didn't
He's
play
only-
a Madden
one
game.
ring.
You didn't play an NFL game back in the day without Madden's name being on it.
Exactly.
When have you played a Madden game that hasn't had Madden's name in it?
He makes a fair point there. I don't play Madden games, and when I do, I
I
suck
think
at them.
probably like 2005, 2006. I think that's when he stops being a commentator. Because he was a commentator for
Wait,
most-
yeah,
but he
but
was a commentator.
Madden
It was
games
always
say
Madden.
Yeah,
Is
it was
Okay, I
always
want you.
Madden.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but it was always Madden. He's also a commentator for like Thursday night football, Monday night games, Sunday, and stuff like that.
Just like a Dr. Pepper.
Because he was known
There you
known
go.
for his circle. Because his circle is given out to play and shit like that.
Circles and lines, man. That's what he was known for.
Yeah. Well, make it sound so basic.
I mean, it's what he was
Hey.
known for. I mean, that's what a lot of fucking commentators are known for in football now.
I'm sure most of you don't know. How are your fantasy lineups doing? I made it to the playoffs
Shit.
and then shit the bed. Every year I shit the bed at
I
playoffs.
shit the bed too every playoffs.
Had a
I
great
stopped
team.
checking my lineups about 2 months ago.
I stopped checking my lineup when I
I
lost my
got
first
worse.
playoff
I
game.
got worse and worse every year. It was second, third, fourth.
Oh,
it
but not-
was fucked after that, yo.
Not to digress, my bad. So you want Raiders. You think Raiders?
No, I think I want Steelers, but I think
Steelers over Chiefs. Is that what you want? Because that's what's happening Sundays.
yeah,
It's Chiefs and Steelers right now.
I think
And
okay.
everybody
So
thinks that
we
the Steelers can get mollywopped. Big Ben, the
Mollywopped.
fucking QB says we're gonna get mollywopped too.
I don't.
He says that we're lucky enough to be in the top 14, and out of 14 teams we're number 14.
How many?
How the fuck are you about to say that on fucking live press and then try to motivate your team? Oh hey yeah, we're just out here to have fun after this.
How many?
This is your last year. Fucking go for a ring.
Yeah.
Go for a fucking ring. Why are you about to settle for less than that?
How
You're
many-
the underdog.
It's
You're
like
the
when
underdog.
it's like when there's
You're
a
the Rocky
championship fight.
Balboa right now.
It's like when
bro.
there's a championship
That's all
fight in
I
the
gotta
UFC
say.
and they just keep wrestling around the ground. And the dude that does not have the belt should be going all in.
Exactly.
They shouldn't be dancing.
You don't think he's gonna give up and oh yeah, you can just win your belt back? No.
Okay.
Like
so,
Ludacris said, we're going for that number 1 spot.
We had Najee Harris. He's been hurt.
Oh no.
No.
He has been hurt, but
Yeah, but
no, he has not been hurt. He's
No,
played.
he was hurt. He's hurt. He practiced though.
He has not missed a game yet.
Not yet, but he was hurt from the last game until.
He's doing
Like
way better than
yesterday.
James Conner right now.
That's fine.
So,
All right, fuck James Conner.
Well,
But
he's doing good at the Cardinals, which I fucking hate because that motherfucker didn't do anything.
that's what I'm saying. We after
2012, boom.
after our last game.
After that, no. After that, we tried getting so many years out of him, nothing. He was just.
After our
And
last
he was
game.
young, and he was young. What the fuck?
After our last game, Najee Harris was hurt, and he just started practicing again yesterday.
And so he's gonna be in the playoff game.
He was limited practice though. It wasn't full on
Limited
practice.
snaps. It's not gonna be full on.
Well, no, yeah.
He's not
See,
gonna be
that
in there.
they're trying to.
And then we still have Anthony McDonald.
Now, if
And
we
then
can
Benny
manage,
Snell.
if we can manage,
Benny Snell.
if Big Ben can throw
Listen.
decent passes, I mean, run that fucking short game. I mean, there's no reason for Big Ben to be sitting back and fucking trying to bomb it 30, 40 yards downfield.
Well, you still have Juju Smith-Schuster. He's probably the tallest receiver on their team.
I know, but there's
You also
no
got
fucking reason for that.
James Washington.
There's
That's
no
wrong.
reason. If we can hit them fucking small ass little fucking slants, if we can hit those little fucking
But this is what they've been doing all year. Every win that they've had has been within a touchdown.
that's fine. If
That-
we beat
this
the
whole
Chiefs
year,
within a fucking
the
touchdown.
whole year.
But if
And
we
listen,
beat the Chiefs within
okay,
a touchdown,
like okay,
we
so
have arguably beat the best league or the best team in the NFL this year,
we
other than the Bucks.
listen.
Any team Tom Brady is on is probably the best team.
No,
Tom Brady is the GOAT.
no. He got a little goat named Patrick Mahomes. His brother's a bitch, but yeah, he's a goat himself, man. The Chiefs started 0-3 and they almost ended on top if it wasn't for Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
The only argument I have against this: what quarterback has filled out their 10-year contract? There has yet to be a quarterback to fill out their 10-year contract.
Why wouldn't Patrick Mahomes fill out his contract? 2 years ago he went to the Super Bowl, won it. Last year he went to the Super Bowl, lost it. This year he's in the playoffs again. Why wouldn't he's on his 3rd year? Why wouldn't he stay with the team?
Because he hasn't even started his 10-year contract yet. No, he has not.
Yeah.
No,
He has.
he starts that either next year or the year after.
He owns half of the Kansas City Royals
Okay,
from his contract.
that's fine.
That's how he owns half of the Kansas City.
He has not started his 10-year contract yet. No, he is not.
He's literally
All right.
the most.
I'm
paid
sorry. I'm pulling out my phone right now. I gotta look this up.
$500 million, 10 years. It's $50 million a year.
I'm not doing that math. I trust you.
Well, he's paid for the next 10 years with the Kansas City Chiefs for $500 million. $500 million is what he's getting on his contract. Fucking $50 million a year, and then he bought half of a baseball team, and he's a fucking NFL QB. He's taking after fucking QB status, bro. He's going down as a little goat. You got Tom Brady as the main fucking goat because there's nobody that will probably outshine that motherfucker. The dude's been making comebacks since he was at Michigan.
It's alright, I can cut out this dead silence. You do your research, it's fine.
Sorry.
No, you're good. No,
I'm
so I was
just-
saying I can cut out the dead silence. Fuck, I can keep it in. I don't care.
All right. Patrick Mahomes will be with the Chiefs until February 2032, the 10-year contract. So he would have started his contract this year in February. Like his 10-year contract would be this year in February. He can make it to the playoffs all he wants. That's fine. But no quarterback in the history of the NFL that has signed a 10-year contract has finished it out.
Well,
He's
I lost a little track on the tangent we got caught off, and I'm just going to say I'm going for the Bills in the Super Bowl. I don't know if I said that already.
Oh!
Back to that.
Speaking of the fucking Bills, we have a new Bills fan. We got the new Bills fan. We're going to have the Bills initiation sometime soon.
And it's not a bandwagon thing. I'm not jumping on their thing because I think they're going to go to the Super Bowl and do good things. No, my buddy told me I should be a Bills fan and then showed me what their fan group looks like. And throwing yourself through a flaming table seems pretty rad. So go ahead and continue on your point.
So, in one of these upcoming podcasts we release, you will see the gnome getting thrown through a flaming table. The date, unknown yet.
Yeah, we'll film it as soon as possible, but it's hard right now.
It will be hard because it has been like fucking freezing balls outside.
Yeah. We've been
As
meaning
you
to
can
film
tell,
this for a while.
The
But
nipples are fucking hard.
when did we originally mean to film this? We wanted to film it during the
Oh man,
Hall fight and who?
No, it wasn't Hall. It was Dustin Poirier.
Not Hall. I said Hall.
No, it was Dustin Poirier versus Charles Oliveira.
I don't know why you're so cold. You need to turn that thing up.
That's when that was gonna be the first podcast, but some shit happened.
We had a few
Technical
things happen.
difficulties.
I mean, it's just
needless to say.
It's that time, man. It's December. It was December.
Some of us have had some fucking rough days. Okay.
Rough years. It's just been shitty years for everyone. I think. He's speaking.
There's something in the fucking air.
There
All
is.
you guys with a girlfriend, hold on to them fucking tight, because there's something in the goddamn air. It seems like every relationship is fucking ending.
Yeah.
Alright?
They're all falling apart. Will you grab me a beer, please? I think I'm gonna switch strictly to the beer now.
My fucking pants are falling.
Do you think the Bills are going all the way to the Super Bowl? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
They're winning
Bills
it
are
or
going.
just going?
Going. I would love to see him win it, but Vegas has not that I can't even vouch for Vegas odds, but I'm sure they know some shit. Vegas odds has it Green Bay, Bills. I can't vouch for anyone, man. I don't know what's going on right now. I
can't
stopped
even
following
vouch for my own
football.
team because
Exactly.
it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
Just have
Well,
fun, he said.
have we
Just
covered
have fun.
Have we covered everything sport? Careful, you don't want to plug that again because then he'll reset it. I get what you're doing though. Anything else sports-wise? You got anything? What do you got sports-wise? You know a little something we don't know?
Well, is the NFL rigged?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Here's a question.
Oakland
Will we
Raiders.
get sued?
No way. This is what you're saying.
You're allowed to talk about anything you want to. I mean, it's a free matter of opinion, and you totally fucked my lighting up over my rig over there when you grabbed yourself a beer there, but I'm sure it's still fine. I'll check the camera just to make sure you know. But anything else sports-wise?
For sure the NFL rigged. Just because the Steelers, in order to fucking go to the playoffs, they had to beat the Browns, had to beat the Ravens, which they did to you, and then hope to God that the Raiders against the Chargers was not a tie. And it is high where they had to go to overtime. Literally, both these teams could just need the ball and just let it just run out. And they both would have been in the playoffs over the Steelers. But the Raiders were like, yeah, let's fucking get it. Let's go for the win. Boom.
That's what I'm saying. You got the Oakland Raiders.
Go for it all.
One of their best fucking
They just
coaches.
They just barely made the playoffs just now.
Just barely, but we just barely made the playoffs too.
Yeah, but it was because of them that we made the playoffs.
Exactly. So if John Madden didn't die, do you think we would have made the playoffs?
No.
Because you're telling
Because
me
then they
the
would've been-
Colts, who
they-
have one of the
But they-
candidates for MVP on defense and one of the candidates for the fucking MVPs on the offense, Jonathan Taylor, and you got Darius Leonard.
But
No.
they haven't won in Jacksonville since 2012. So history just repeated itself because they're not willing to learn. And they lost at a place that they couldn't win since 2012. And they just made that streak go on.
Whose beer is this?
Yours.
You grab me too?
That's
I
yours.
grabbed you that half empty one and I grabbed you that one.
It's not even fucking cold, man. It's alright though. I appreciate it. I'll drink it regardless.
God damn you.
So they just
Shut
continued.
the-
They just continued their streak. They signed their check. They're like, we're not in the playoffs anymore.
Well,
Okay, so my idea behind the NFL being rigged. You got John Madden, who just recently passed away. R.I.P. John Madden. Thank you for the games. He just passed away. And the Oakland Raiders, who had arguably one of the worst seasons, all of a sudden come back, make the playoffs against a team who had MVP candidates all over the fucking place. Darius Leonard, MVP candidate for defense. Jonathan Taylor, as soon as Derrick Henry went out, fucking stole that goddamn spotlight. If they wouldn't have lost against Jacksonville, he could have broke the Colts record for rushing yards. He was like 175 off, maybe 200 yards off at most. And, I mean, it's kind of like, oh, I mean, that motherfucker been busting off for multiple fucking decent-ass runs. So, all of a sudden, you got two of the fucking MVPs. One just came back from COVID. You'd imagine he had something to fucking prove. Jonathan Taylor, his last game against the Cardinals, he ran the first fucking play for like 40 fucking yards, and they shut him down almost every time after that, gaining maybe 3, 4, maybe even 5 yards at a time. You'd figure, okay, I got shut down this last game. I got something to fucking prove. And then the whole NFL world is flooded with, oh, John Madden died. John Madden died. John Madden died.
There was another person who died in the NFL too. They had him all over. Like, Demaryius Thomas died for the Broncos, wide receiver.
Were they in playoff contention?
Well, he was part of the Denver Broncos.
I know, but were they in playoff contention?
Yes, he was the reason why the Steelers didn't make the playoffs one year, because it was Tim Tebow to Demaryius Thomas for like 75 yards to the house to end the game against the Steelers. So he was the reason, one of the reasons in the last 18 years the Steelers didn't make the playoffs.
Okay. And then let's say Oakland Raiders just so happen to fucking get the better of whoever the fuck they play.
It's because somebody in their fucking organization was like, let's get the win and get better seeding. When if they wanted to, they could have sent both those teams, both the Chargers and the Raiders would have been sent to the playoffs. They would have just tied it. That's what one team, us, the Pittsburgh Steelers, were fucking hoping not to have, and it was pretty much a fucking miracle with that we're even in contention for the playoffs.
Sorry guys, I gotta put my shirt back on.
I don't blame you. You
Way
look like
too
you're
fucking
freezing
cold.
your dick off, man.
The only two times that we're not within a touchdown is when we go against the Browns. That was our only two times that our wins weren't within a touchdown. Was against the Browns.
You started it with your shirt off. That's the main thing. Not to derail what you're saying, man.
It's good.
Right. Just throw that.
Now, if we're going at the other aspect of why we think the NFL is rigged, Big Ben retiring after this year, and
For
we
sure.
somehow made it into the fucking playoffs.
That was because of the Raiders.
Now tell me,
Now, if the Raiders wanted to compete and just have overtime, and
okay, see, but
the
that's what I'm
Chargers
saying.
and Raiders would have been in the playoffs, and we would have been out. We got lucky off the Raiders. That's why everybody. That's why a whole bunch of people in Pittsburgh donated to the kicker
See,
who made
yeah,
the game-winning field goal.
That's
Because
where
that was a big old smooch on that fucking cheek and say thank you. We made it into the fucking playoffs because of you. Thank you.
no, that's where I think it kind of.
Because if it didn't happen like that and they were just neat, we wouldn't be talking about this right now. Saying that the Steelers were looking
Okay,
to make
but
it
that's
to the playoffs.
exactly what happened.
So you're
Now
agreeing.
that's
so you're
no,
agreeing,
no, I'm not
you're-
agreeing with you.
No,
Listen,
not agreeing
listen.
with me. You're agreeing with Big Ben saying that out of the 14 teams that made it, we're number 14 and we're just lucky to be
I
there.
didn't say that.
So no, but you're agreeing with him, aren't you?
No. What I'm saying is that we needed a certain amount of teams to win and a certain amount of teams to lose to make it to the playoffs.
No, we needed to win our last 2 games and hope that the
You
Colts
had
lost.
John Madden, who recently passed away.
But that had nothing to do with this.
No,
The Ra-
no,
listen,
shh. Just
if
listen
any-
to me,
if-
motherfucker.
if
Real quick. God
The
damn
Raiders,
it.
the Raiders making the playoffs are a comeback team because they
See, that's what you think.
No,
but
listen.
that's where
Listen.
my theory comes in that it's rigged, and you're just sitting here fucking. This. Well,
Yeah,
listen.
They lost John Gruden as their head coach because
I don't give a fuck about John Gruden.
okay, but
Well,
that's
let me talk real
but that's
quick.
what happened before John Madden died, though.
Hey, I
But
got a
yet
question.
they're still making the
I got a
playoffs.
question. Who the fuck is John Gruden?
John Gruden was the Raiders head coach at the beginning of the season.
Oh.
He got fired because
Little do you know, you don't know shit about him. You don't know why? Because fucking John fucking Madden. And that's where the conspiracy theory comes in. John Madden died, Oakland Raiders win. Pittsburgh's, our quarterback who how long has fucking Big Ben been our quarterback?
18 years.
18 fucking years. Retiring after this year. Or going to a different fucking team.
No retiring, for sure.
So, we got the Oakland Raiders coach just passed away. We got our quarterback for
John
the last
Madden wasn't their
18
head
years.
coach. He
He fucking led him to the goddamn fucking Super Bowl.
in like
He's the
1970,
motherfucker who made the
1980.
goddamn Madden games. He was a big name for the
Because of
NFL,
his-
no matter how the fuck you look at it. Right?
His broadcasting,
Right?
His broadcasting was.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about his broadcasting.
It was him.
Either way that you look at it,
listen.
no. Any way that you look at it, he's a big name for the NFL, correct?
Yes, he's
Okay,
very- he's
so
very-
you got a big name for the NFL, just died. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who needed the Oakland Raiders to fucking win and the Colts to lose. We magically got both of those.
No, it was.
And
either,
then,
it was either
and
or.
then,
It was either or. If the Chargers lost,
we got both of them.
Listen.
We got fucking both of them.
yes, we got all the scenarios. We beat the Browns.
Boom.
We beat
And
the
why
Ravens.
is that? Because you
The
have
Colts
Big Ben
lost.
fucking retiring. The NFL is rigged. Boom, baby. Just like boxing.
Bada bing.
Just like boxing.
Yeah, Jake Paul.
I like it when he's angry.
Don't even mention that.
I like it when he's angry.
I think it has to go. I think I'll go with Stephen A. Smith on this one. You are going against wrestlers, not boxers. You're going against wrestlers.
I have nothing. I mean, I'm not sitting here arguing that.
So go
Every
against,
person.
go against a boxer and see how you do.
The
Jake
last
Paul.
boxer he tried to fight, Tommy Fury, pulled out.
Are we talking about this motherfucker? No, not Tommy Fury. We're talking about
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
that fucking guy. Wait, which one do I hate? Okay, yeah, it's that one.
It's not Logan.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Jake, what he has done in boxing has pretty well been unheard of. Do I like him? No. Do I respect what he is doing? Fuck yes. You go from a Disney star to a YouTuber to a boxer who is arguably the fucking #1 boxer right behind Canelo. Do I say he has the skill of Canelo? Fuck no. Is he talked about more than Canelo? Yes.
So let's take a drug test and see if you think about it in the same way. Because how do you think?
Okay, Dana White,
No,
take
no.
it easy.
About,
Dana
I mean,
White
if
said
we're
the same thing.
If we're gonna go there,
Dana
yeah.
White sat there and said, "Okay, let me steroid test him for the next 3 years. Let him coke test me for the next 10."
Let's let
And
him
who
do a little
didn't
bit
answer?
of coke.
And who didn't answer?
Jake Paul, but that's not what I'm sitting here saying.
So
You
if,
can't sit
So
here.
if you were to take a test and failed for steroids or any enhancing drugs, would you see him differently or as the same way that he?
You
won
do
those
seem
victories?
differently, but has Jake Paul popped for any of those?
He's not willing to take a test.
For Dana White,
No,
he doesn't work
no,
for Dana White.
No,
If he,
Tyron Woodley said during his little.
then why was the fight sanctioned?
Because no drug tests were sanctioned
In the
during
United States, you have to
You can
have.
literally-
You have to have.
You can literally
Te-
go.
you-
you
no,
can-
no,
you
no,
can
no.
go back to their face to face, and Tyrone Woodley make fun of his bump, saying, "Oh, are you taking steroids? Are you taking steroids?" And Jake Paul, "Oh, are you just making excuses?"
Was
No,
he making
okay,
excuses?
why-
Because
Why
where'd they fight?
No,
Where'd
and
they
then-
fight?
and
Where'd they
then-
fight?
and then
Where'd
he-
they fucking
and then
fight?
he asked, oh,
No,
why?
where'd they fight?
Where did they fight? I have no fucking clue. Do you?
Because I'm almost positive it was in Nevada.
Because
In Sac.
Because then Tyron Woodley asked him. Tyron asked him, why haven't you?
I'm
why
almost
haven't
certain
you
he's
submitted
gonna
to
look
a
it
drug
up.
test?
I'm looking this shit up right now.
Fact check it.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker. We're getting a little aggressive here.
I'm getting a little heated.
His hair got a little redder than it usually is.
Because Stephen A. Smith said the same. Said the
Fuck
fucking truth.
Stephen A. Smith. That dude doesn't know shit about fighting. Yeah, you want to sit there and talk about a fucking basketball announcer coming into the fucking UFC/boxing, trying to fucking officiate.
But you just agreed
No.
when
Okay.
I said that Jake
Tampa,
Paul beat
Florida.
when I said that Jake Paul beat all wrestlers, you agreed that
I
hey,
agree.
he should go against a boxer.
100%.
Is he gonna be the same?
Who has he
outcome?
fought other than a wrestler?
Nobody.
My fucking point proven.
Okay, but you're saying that he's this good. Why not go against a boxer then?
Crack that whip.
He tried. Last boxer he tried to go against. Tommy fucking Fury, undefeated. His little brother to arguably one of the best heavyweights in the fucking world, Tyson Fury, pulled out. Is that Jake Paul's fault? No, he's pulled out. You had their dad saying, change your last name. You pulled out of this fight, change your last name. He said if he lost this fight, pulled out of this fight, he no longer wants him to be a Fury. He pulled out of the fight.
You still have him go against a boxer. He hasn't gone against a boxer. And that's what this argument is.
Because all the other fucking boxers or fighters he's calling
He's
out.
called out Canelo. He's literally called out Canelo.
He's not gonna fucking fight Canelo. How
So,
many belts does
if-
Canelo hold?
if
How
Canelo-
many belts
listen,
does Canelo
if Canelo-
hold?
if-
How many belts does Canelo
If
hold?
Canelo were to
7
go
fucking
against
belts.
him, if Canelo were to go against him, would you go for Jake Paul or Canelo?
I'm going for Canelo, but they're not even in the same weight class. Canelo's not gonna jump up fucking 4 weight classes to fight Jake Paul.
He's called out Floyd Mayweather, saying he's better than Floyd
They
Mayweather.
fought in the same fucking division. They fought whenever Canelo was 23 years old.
No, not Canelo. I'm talking about Jake Paul. Jake Paul calling out Floyd Mayweather, saying that he can whoop him. Doing something that his brother couldn't do.
Yeah, I mean, that was an exhibition match.
So you're still going for Jake Paul?
You have half the people saying Logan won that fight. Half the people saying
Nobody
Floyd
said,
lost that fight.
Nobody said that.
Brandon Schaub. Big ass podcast said he thought Jake Paul won that fight. Highly influential in the fucking fighting community.
You gotta give him that.
So you're sitting there telling me you have someone who's experienced in fighting saying they thought Jake Paul won that fight. Logan Paul, not Jake Paul. My bad.
Are they friends? Are they friends?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
This is the only factor I would need to know, you know.
But either way,
Yeah, I guess
it
either
was
way,
it
I
was
mean,
it was he said it was strictly based on the fighting. He walked back there as soon as the fight was over and told Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather is 50 and 1 after that fight, or 49 and 1.
What's Brandon Shaw's record in the UFC?
Brandon Schaub was the fucking heavyweight champion.
But what was his record?
And what's that matter?
More than the
You could have Diego Sanchez go out there and talk about fucking fights. He's still an experienced fighter, correct?
Would you listen to him though?
Yeah, he's an experienced fighter. Are you not going to listen to him?
Yeah.
That's like saying fucking Mason Rudolph, our shitty fucking second string, going out there and talking about football. Are you going to listen to him? Yes, you are. You want to know why? Because he is
You
a
wanna know
fucking
why?
quarterback in the NFL.
He got smacked in the head with a helmet by our rival team, Myles Garrett.
And you're pointing
Nobody listened to him.
What is he in?
Last year,
He is in the NFL.
Last year,
You were going to listen to him whether you want to or not.
Last year, he was the reason why the Browns went to the playoffs and knocked us out of the playoffs.
What's it matter?
He was a starting QB.
Brandon Schaub, heavyweight champion of the world.
So how you
lost
want to
it.
be a starting QB?
Canelo.
Lost the game.
No,
and then
bullshit.
Made us
Listen,
lose in the playoffs.
Canelo goes out, loses his titles, and then goes through, talks about boxing. You're not all of a sudden going to listen to Canelo just because he lost?
He was a great.
Just because he lost?
He was a great.
No, that's not.
He's a great.
Brandon Schaub was arguably a great. You're not a fucking world champion
That's
if
what
you're
I'm asking.
not great.
That's what I'm asking. What his record is.
His record doesn't matter if he was a fucking world champion.
GSP. If he did shitty, would you know about him?
If he was a world champion, yeah.
No.
Matt Serra.
The underdog. You know him.
The
as
one that beat
you know
GSP.
Him. That's the only reason
Lost
you know
his
him.
belt the next
That
fucking fight.
That is the only reason.
Lost
you know
his
him.
belt the next
That
fight.
is the only reason you know him. Is because the underdog. Because he beat one of the greats. One of the greats gave him his name.
My fucking point proven. He became a world champ, and that's how you know Matt Serra.
Because of his.
Brandon Schaub was a fucking world champ.
I didn't know. I honestly didn't know. The only time I know him is him getting knocked out.
He was a world champ. But if Matt Serra went through and talked about fighting, are you going to sit there and listen to him? Bullshit. He beat arguably the GOAT of the welterweight division.
I feel
The Saints have beaten the
Okay.
GOAT of the NFL 4 times in a row.
I feel like we're going in circles. I think it's time to chillax a little bit, relax. This is the point in the podcast. You look like you had something else to say. I would like no. I want to hear your final thought. You
I
look
wanna
good.
argue.
No.
I want to argue
No,
more.
no. I want to hear his final thought though. He had something to say.
About what?
You just look.
I just didn't know who Brandon Schaub was.
Oh, okay, yeah. But
That's
say
all
I
I
didn't
gotta
know
say.
about him until the Fighter and the Kid podcast. Quite honestly.
The only time I've ever seen him is getting the fucking hook to his face. And that was it. I've never known him as a champion. I'm sorry.
Digress.
When he lost his fucking world champion.
Wow,
But
digress.
other than that, he's been on a podcast with a comedian, and that's the only reason you know him.
Michael Bisping, Daniel Cormier, Dan Hardy. You know all them, correct? They're now commentators for the UFC.
As much as I hate him, he was a great champion. How many times did he defend his belt?
Like twice. Maybe even once, because then he lost it to
But
GSP.
he's beaten the greats though.
He beat Luke Rockhold, and then I'm pretty sure lost it the next fight to fucking GSP.
Because he held that bitch for
Fact check.
Are you fact checked that? We're gonna roll right into the chillaxation. We're gonna calm the hell down a little bit. Bring those nerves down. Shit. This is the part of the podcast though. We're gonna relax.
Hey.
What's up? We got.
Are you a Foo Fighters fan?
Oh, for sure. Oh, their new movie.
Studio 666.
Yes.
I just saw that.
Foo Fighters have a film coming up. I am actually taking a vacation day from work to go watch that with some buddies in theaters.
That would be nice.
Yeah,
I
I'm pretty
wouldn't mind
stoked.
tag along, yeah.
Hey man, I mean,
It actually looked pretty fucking good.
I don't know if it's opening day we're going, but we're going. Anyway, we're gonna take this to a chillaxing mood, and we're gonna this is the part where we're gonna ask each other salacious questions, like provocative questions. I know this guy said he had some gears rolling earlier today on some questions, but he looks like he's fact checking something right now. So, what's off limits in your bedroom, sir? Nothing. Oh, so okay.
Oh,
what?
pegging. I'm gonna say pegging.
Okay, what's the farthest you go?
Pegging.
Oh, well, you just said you
Oh,
wouldn't do that. Secrets are coming out.
Butt
But that's as far as you would go. You haven't done that.
I'm terribly sorry to interrupt these provocative questions. They are beautiful.
Hold on, he's got a fact here.
Fact checked. Michael Bisping won his title against Luke Rockhold. His next fight was against George St. Pierre, and then he lost it. And you're sitting there telling me Michael Bisping is one of the greats. But Matt Serra isn't one of the greats because he won the title against George St. Pierre and then lost his next fight.
Can you name another fight that you know about him?
Yeah, Dan Hardy. He beat Dan Hardy.
In Dan Hardy's prime?
Yeah, that's when Dan Hardy almost fucking submitted GSP whenever he was fucking cranking his arm back.
GSP was cranking his arm back?
No, when Dan Hardy was
Because
fucking
I
broke
remember-
GSP's arm.
I remember Dan Hardy getting out of a submission with his.
Oh, maybe it was the other way.
I think it was Dan Hardy.
You got me
But
there.
it was,
Okay.
wasn't GSP.
Fuck that. It's chill session. We're asking
It
sexual
is chill
questions.
session. You might wanna
provocative.
speak a little louder.
Let's go.
Oh.
Okay.
Good.
Question for the both of you. Right fucking now. Snake bit my dick. Are you sucking the venom out to save my life? Now, I will say for all the fans out there, it has obviously been said multiple times, don't suck the venom out, blah, blah, blah. We're basing this
See, you
off-
stole my answer because my answer was
No,
exact
fuck
science that you cannot suck that shit
Fuck
out.
that science
Okay,
shit.
fuck that
We're
science.
going off the movie
How long
fucking...
you got to live?
What was it?
No, give me a time.
Planes where they ate
Snakes
that
on a
little-
plane.
Snakes on a fucking plane.
Motherfucking snakes.
We're going based off the science on that movie.
So,
And
okay.
How long do you have to live?
Here's my only question. Was it at the base or at the beginning of the shaft?
He's thinking about it at least. At least he's thinking
Well,
about it. I got
because, like,
questions.
okay, I don't... if it was on the shaft, you kind of just cradle his fucking penis and just start sucking on it.
There you go, man.
I guess the same thing...
Middle.
Oh, middle of the dick.
Middle
Well,
of the
that means
dick.
you just gotta suck the side of the shit
And like,
left.
let's say it was like a king cobra, one of the most venomous
We're
snakes
both
in the world.
dying then.
How- yeah,
We're both dying because the venom's going at me.
How long
It's
do you
still
have
in you.
to
I'm
live?
dying.
How long do you have to
No,
live?
I think you
know.
have like 15
No, I
But
need
that-
a time. No,
15,
it
30
matters. I
minutes.
need a time frame.
I think you have
An
15
hour.
to 30 minutes.
You have an hour?
An hour, and we're in the middle of the
I'm
fucking
gonna
desert, and the closest hospital is 2 hours
Because
away.
the
No,
black
no,
mamba,
here,
the
no.
black mamba is the deadliest.
I ain't worried about a damn hospital. If you got an hour to live, I'm gonna make sure that hour was a memorable hour. We're gonna have a good time in that hour. We're
You're
gonna
gonna
fuck
suck
up.
my
Where are
dick
we at?
for an hour?
No, fuck no, man. No, see, don't get that misconstrued. You're gonna die.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna die.
He just doesn't want you to know
I'm
that.
just gonna hang out with you for an hour, and we're gonna like, bro.
So what
where
you're
are we
saying
at?
is-
His fucking penis.
What
is
you're
just
saying is no,
swelling
you're not
up.
gonna suck my dick to get the venom
Would
out.
you suck mine?
His dick is
I'm
swelling
not
up.
answering the question
His
here,
dick
motherfucker.
is
This
swelling
question is
up
for the both
in
of
this
you.
fucking
All right,
hour.
all right. This is like. Let's fuck
I
up.
want to know if you guys.
No, I'm sorry, no.
You're
Hey, he's your
Yeah.
brother, so I
I'm
feel like I can
sorry.
say no guilt free.
Okay,
I'm
well,
sorry.
I would love, I
I'm
would like
sorry.
for you guys to know, I would fucking do it for the both of you.
I know you wouldn't.
That's
I-
fucking
That's a
bullshit.
friend right there.
That's
man.
fucking bullshit.
Okay, that's a.
I can't
That's
believe
a.
I couldn't believe
that's
you
a-
suck him off to save his life.
Yeah,
That's
you're my brother. That's super fucked up. That's like even more fucked up than Kylie saying no to me.
Exactly why I said no, guilt free.
No way. No fucking way.
Well, if
I'm
you
not
get
getting
I'm
enough.
not even like.
First of all,
I'm
I'm
not
not.
chubbed
I'm
or
not.
nothing.
I'm not. I'm not getting
I'm
enough.
not
I'm
sure
not
you're
getting
gonna be
enough.
chubbed after he sucks on it or a
I'm not getting
That's
enough.
fine.
I'm not getting enough. I'm not getting enough venom out of your fucking body to let you live. We're both dying. Because oh fuck, I swallowed one. Yeah, we're dead. We're both dead.
So you're not gonna die with me. You're gonna survive and just.
No, I'm
live
gonna
to
die.
tell
I'm
the
gonna die
story.
with you because I'm gonna accidentally fucking.
So you are gonna fucking suck the venom out of my dick.
I'll do
is
one
what you're
better.
saying.
I'll do one better. I won't suck it out of your dick. I'll let the snake bite me too, and I'll just go with you, man. I'll go with you. We'll just go out like that.
I'd prefer if we both just lived, but yeah, you know that's cool, I guess.
Fuck it, man.
But you're ingesting
Hey,
the venom.
I got
if
you,
we
man.
suck
Well,
it
as
out
I'm
of you.
dying,
It's
you can make
literally
me
just
suck it out. How
exchanging the
about that?
venom from one person
So
to
we
another.
could potentially both survive.
Yeah, I guess if you're gonna suck
I can
me
suck
after.
a fucking golf ball through a goddamn garden hose.
If
buddy.
you're willing to
And
suck
there's
his fucking
science behind
mouth,
this.
that's what's gonna have to come to because his
Nah,
mouth is like
bullshit.
your fucking wiener. Where do you think the venom is in him?
My mouth.
Exactly.
Spit
How are you
all
gonna
over.
get it? Are you just gonna go to him, spit in his mouth? Oh, spit him
my
cured.
mouth.
No, you're gonna have to suck his fucking face. Be like, live, bitch. Right or wrong?
Wrong.
He just sucked the venom out of your fucking dick. Where do you think the venom is in him? His fucking mouth.
Anyway, back to my question. What's off limits in your bedroom? You said pegging, and then you said it'd be cool if you get pegged, but then you said
No.
the farthest you would go is
Farthest
lick
I've
butthole.
gone, yeah,
So you ain't done that. What's the farthest you have gone? If you don't mind me asking, there are
On me
boundaries.
or the girl?
Either.
On
Me, nothing. They tried a finger, but I was not.
Yeah, it's like, no way.
No.
Shut
I was
down.
like, there's a border around my butthole, and you're not allowed to cross it.
You watch them fucking hands. Okay. So what's the furthest you've ever gone on a lady? Anal? You know, you never tied a girl down? I mean, I would consider that further than anal.
I mean, if you count like handcuffs,
dirty
that,
bastard.
if you count handcuffs that get like tighter as you pull them, where you're doing doggy style, then yes, I've tied it.
There you go. I about to say I've done that.
I've
also done what you said. The furthest you
are you
would
talking
go
about
is
like
like repeating it, but
Pegging?
no. What? He didn't say that. He
Licking your
accidentally
butt?
said
You
that.
had your butthole licked?
No, he said he'd lick a butthole, didn't you?
Yeah,
Oh,
lick a
wow.
butthole and have my butthole licked.
And you ain't done either.
I've not done either.
I've
Never licked a
done,
butthole?
I've never licked a butthole, but I've been inside a butthole.
but I've been inside a butthole.
What the fuck?
From up here. Lube it up.
Oh, bro, dude, I've eaten like 4 asses in my life.
Ew, you're dirty.
I'm a dirty fucking bastard.
It took me quite a few
It
booze to
tastes
do
like
that.
shit. I was drunk all 4 times. But let me tell you what,
I was
Peanut
drunk
butter
the
chip.
only time, and that's how you get pink eye.
I never got pink eye.
I got
so
it at work.
fuck
dude.
this
It,
guy.
it showed up
Dude,
at work at the
He was
worst time.
like his nose was like right here.
I
and
went
his mouth
blind
was,
in
like,
both
right here.
eyes and had to drive to the hospital.
Bro, I had booty cheek spread, tongue.
See, I was in the shower.
Like the whole. Like
Oh,
the whole
see,
pantry.
that's where your fucking problem
No,
was.
see, that's the cleanest place on earth.
No way. Okay, you try
That's
to put
what
your
you'd
dick.
like to think.
You try to put a dick. in
You
your
ever had
fucking
sex in the
vagina.
shower?
Yeah,
It
it's
is
hard.
not.
It's terrible.
It's hard.
Yeah.
But hey,
Water
I'll tell you
makes
this,
it
but
drier for some fucking
And sex in
reason.
the shower is the worst sex you can possibly have.
Unless you know what you're doing.
licking a starfish in the shower is
If you-
not hard, though.
Is that a butthole?
That's a euphemism for a butthole.
Okay.
I've never thought about that. I'm not gonna lie. I'll give you that. I'll give you that right there. That I've never thought about licking a butthole.
I mean, did they take a shower before I licked butthole?
Yes, it was that and during, man. I'm clean. Okay?
I know the
I'm gonna
last time I
say
ate a butthole.
During would probably be weird for me, but
I wouldn't want to drown.
no, before.
Yeah, that
before.
was a difficulty. I was like being waterboarded as it
Yeah,
was going down.
I mean, that's like a big thing
During-
for me.
like.
I sat there
I guess
thinking that too. I was
before.
like, is this what waterboarding's being like? But it's like the best way to be waterboarded.
Yeah, if I was looking at an asshole while I was being waterboarded, I wouldn't even give a fuck.
That would be
But, like, I was just like, take a shower first, and then we fucked, and I was just drunk enough. I was like, oh, I'm hitting you
Yeah.
from the back. I'm gonna lick your fucking butthole.
But that was after they took a shower. This is during they take a shower.
You got a salacious question, sir.
Would I? I don't know. Okay.
I
Hold
think
up.
that's
Let me
what he
answer this
I
question.
think that's what he was saying to me.
Oh yeah, you ain't even answered this question.
No, not at
You
all.
got off on a tangent.
I mean, I would consider anal pretty fucking like basic.
You've taken anal?
Have I
You
taken
can't say
anal?
it-
Fuck no.
You can't say a lot of girls are saying anal.
No, but every woman I've tried to be with, I've tried to fucking give anal to, and I've at least got somewhat in. I've at least got some. There was only one girl that let me fucking do anal and was totally cool
You
with
want
it.
that, bro?
And will I say that I am very
I sat it
disappointed?
over there a while ago. You want it?
The girl that
Want
let
my-
me do
Want
anal,
this vape?
I was very disappointed whenever me and her's relationship
Rip off that.
ended. But like, she was also kind of stupid because whenever we did anal, I was like, I'm not pulling out. We're doing fucking anal.
Finishing.
And she was like, I could get pregnant from anal, and I was like, no, you can't.
Fun topic here. I got a story for y'all. It's just a double parter too, and I was so proud of this moment. I had a lot of trouble with chicks in high school. This will play in later, but I was always good at helping a friend with chicks in high school. But anyway, how it went down, we was talking about pregnancy through anal
Procreation.
Yeah, there we go. You ain't procreating nothing that way though. But anyway, my buddy was at a football game, and he said, man, I don't know where condoms. And I was like, why don't you just try anal? And he was like, oh, she still get pregnant that way. And I was like, nope. I was like, pretty sure you did the research on that. That you're gonna find that ain't true. And I was talking about other buddies who he was playing in the football game. His little brother was there too, and he's about 7th grade at the time. So they were about like 10th grade. And anyway, he was real nervous around girls too, and I was telling him all this, and then I was telling him like what to say and stuff. And I was just like, yeah, don't worry what he says, man. Anal, you ain't gonna get pregnant and nothing like that. Next day, his little brother gets suspended for making out with a chick in the bathroom. Credited that to me. He's like, dude, you got my brother suspended. I was like, hell yes, I did. I was like, I can't score. I got him to though. I mean, you're welcome. Right. He stayed with that girl for a long time too.
If we're talking about fucking helping someone out.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I wish Richter was here.
This is someone you guys will end up meeting on the later podcast.
Oh, for sure.
So I helped my buddy Nick out, and we went to the bar.
Can we just say number one wingman?
Number one for sure.
Of the year.
This guy wins.
I was Tom Brady. He was Rob Gronkowski.
He was Rob Gronkowski. You're giving him some credit here.
No, listen. He was Rob Gronkowski when he
of
dropped the fucking ball in the goddamn end zone.
Oh yeah, he did Gronk spike that. I will say that.
He just Johnny Jackson didn't fucking fumble at the 1 yard line, man.
Yeah, he kind of. I don't think he had possession of the ball, man. He almost. You gave him possession of the ball and he fumbled it.
Yeah,
on the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
On the 1 yard line.
As soon as you snapped the ball,
it was a hook, line, and sinker.
Oh,
bro.
but go ahead, continue your story. Continue.
Sinker.
We got to get. Everyone's got to understand what's going on here.
Me and my buddy, it was the first time I'd ever been out to a bar, and this was very recent. I was like, "Hey man, you want to go out to the bar with me?" He said, "Yeah man, I'd love to go out to the bar with you, but I'm broke." So me and him, we made a deal, and I told him, I said, "Look, if you can pull a lady and you can sleep with her before the night is up, I will pay for all your drinks, and you don't have to worry about paying me back." Well, I was paying for his drinks, and two of our high school buddies showed up. I'm not going to say their names, but it was my buddy and his wife. They ended up showing up, and it was my buddy's wife's birthday. So I bought her a shot, and we ended up getting a little drunk, and I look at my buddy's wife's friend at the time. I mean, I'm sure they're still probably friends, but while we were at the bar,
a couple weeks ago?
She was there, and I looked at her and I said, "Hey, are you trying to hook up with my buddy here?" And she went full regalian, fucking, "I'll fucking sleep with him in my car if I have to." So,
if I have to, too. She was.
Yeah, I was totally willing for them to come back to my house and have sex on my couch. I wanted him to get laid. And I look at him and I was like, this is where you set the fucking hook. This is what's really going to reel this lady in for you, because
hook set.
The hook was set, but the motherfucker was not reeling in. So I was like, okay, this will be the thing that really sets it off. I look at my buddy and I said, "Hey, I will buy her a shot, give it to you, and then you give it to her as if you bought her the shot." And I buy the shot, and as soon as I'm turning around to give my buddy the shot, he's sitting back at the table, hunched over, and there's a pile of puke on the floor right in front of the lady that he was going to hook up with. I lost it. I was hysterical. I set the shot down on the table. I was dying laughing. Turned around, asked the bartender for a couple wet rags, and because I was going to clean the throw up. But I grabbed Nick because it looked like he was going to puke again. I took him downstairs, and he ended up throwing up a couple times outside. So I made sure he was okay before I went back upstairs to clean it up. I walked back upstairs, and the puke's cleaned up. So I asked everybody at the table we were hanging out with at the time, "Did any of you guys clean this puke up?" And the birthday girl at the time said she was the one that cleaned it up. So I had to buy her another drink. I mean, it would have been fucking disrespectful for me. But as I was handing the shot to the girl that my buddy was going to hook up with, I looked at her and I told her, I said, look, I totally understand if you're not trying to go home with him anymore. So,
take a hell of a woman to still want to.
as I walked back upstairs to clean the puke up and discovered it was picked up, I looked at her and I tried to save it. I was like, hey, my buddy said that the option for you coming over was still open. Rejected. Hardcore. No. Okay, well, do you care if you get your name? So he can add you as like a friend on Facebook. No. Okay, well, you seem pretty drunk, and I live just up the street. If you want, you can come sleep in my driveway, so you don't have to drive all the way back to Evansville. And Evansville is about a 20-minute drive at the most from where we live currently. No. So he fucked up enough to where some lady who was drunk was willing to drive 20 minutes just so she didn't have to sleep with him.
Yeah, well, I mean, short of throwing up on her, I mean, he biggest party foul that he could have. I mean, what's worse? I mean, you threw up in front of her.
Speaking of throwing up on ladies.
Oh, God. You have?
Yeah.
Yes, I want to know everything.
Well, it was a group of people that just came to the fucking party, and there was just one girl that we were just trading shots for. It was tequila. I didn't have a chaser, but she did, and it was a fucking like dollar ass fucking gas station fucking drink.
I'll smoke these cigars.
I was like, hey, can I have some? She was like, no. So I was taking shot for shot with this woman. That final shot, I was like, oh fuck, bro, I gotta find somewhere to fucking throw up. I left. I was like, I can't throw up here. They're gonna hear me. I can't throw up here. They're gonna hear me. So I sat back down. Projectile vomiting. Cross, probably from here to where that candle is lit right there.
Oh my gosh, onto her?
onto this girl. Onto this girl, man. And as you know, I'm getting a fucking beer poured on me. I'm getting a high five from one of my buddies. He was like, bro, that is the fucking
Epic.
funniest thing I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I just...
Maybe not from her perspective, but
yeah, definitely not in her perspective.
everyone else loved it.
They left afterwards.
Oh, yeah, I gotta go clean up. Wipe myself down. Yikes, man.
You know, I still don't think I've answered the question about as far as I've taken it in the bedroom.
Yeah, you still haven't, or how far you would go, man. You keep getting off on tangents.
I keep getting off on fucking tangents. This is my fault. Farthest I think I've ever gotten in the bedroom done to me was like I think like just having my balls sucked.
Oh, I've had that, man. What are you in?
Yeah,
What are you in
well,
freaking elementary school?
That's what it seems like, right?
It does.
But the furthest I've gone with a lady, I mean, that really just depends on how you
Oh,
look
was the
at
ball licking the furthest you went with a man?
Yeah.
Right on, yeah.
But
I ain't judging.
like it really just depends on how you look at it. I've spit in a couple women's mouths.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now that is the weird. It's not even, yikes.
Really? That's weird to you guys?
Spit.
Really? Man, every time I've done it, fucking ladies have seemed super
How
into
normal
it.
is this a category you can search on a porn site?
I mean, I'm sure it is. It's just, maybe it's just the ladies trying to like be like, oh, I like that. Do it again.
Speaking of porn sites, okay, I got a question
No,
for you.
fuck you. Hold up.
Oh yeah, you need to answer this question, man, before I railroad you again. You need
I've
to get
eaten a
there.
couple buttholes.
I've eaten a couple. It's a connoisseur. Collector, if you will.
But
Gotta lick them all.
weirdest. The only reason I think it is the weirdest is because one of our old coworkers. I think this will be a story the fans would love to hear.
Oh, here we go. If we even got fans yet, this is the first episode.
One of my old buddies, it was his birthday party, all right, and he had this beautiful woman. I mean, she
shit.
knockers, booty,
Knockers.
She was an absolutely gorgeous woman. And at the time, we were playing music, and she was sitting there shaking her ass. So, you know, you got to think some sort of way.
Are we talking shaking or twerking?
I mean, like, fucking coochie out shaking. Exactly. So...
That's a birthday party.
Well, she was the only lady there. It was literally only me, my buddy, and her. I was sitting on the futon just enjoying the show. I mean, here's the ass, here's my face. I'm just like, wow.
Wow.
But it was my buddy's birthday, so it was like, you know, she's clearly shaking her ass to fucking hook up with my buddy at the time.
Things really are browner on the other side.
So I get up, I go take a piss. As I walk back into the bedroom, my buddy at the time is sitting in the corner of his bedroom with a belt wrapped around his neck, choking himself.
His head just turned. He's like, wait, what?
Yeah. The woman is still sitting there shaking her ass, but not toward him. I mean, she's just fucking, I guess, feeling the music at this point. And
she don't want to overstimulate the man. I mean, he's
Yeah.
already choking himself. Who knows what's next?
Whenever I walked into the room, his face was like purple. So I'm imagining either he immediately started choking himself as hard as he possibly could.
He's like, oh, she's moving away.
Yeah. Or as soon as I walked out of the room, he was just choking the fuck out of him.
Nobody thought we should loosen the belt. He's almost done. Don't want to disturb him.
So I mean, what do you do in that situation? Do you fucking loosen the belt up? Do you fucking tell him like, hey man, maybe that's not a good idea? Or do you just watch the lady in the middle of the room shaking her ass, pussy hanging out? What do you do?
I say you sit there, watch with 911 just ready to be dialed, not dialed yet.
I did the
Prepared.
exact opposite. Watched and fuck 911. If this guy passed out, it's his birthday.
Hey,
he
yeah.
passed out.
It's his birthday and he'll choke if he wants to, okay?
Yeah.
I mean...
So I just enjoyed the show while it lasted, and he eventually ended up stopping. But
That's
it was
good.
still kind of just like, you just choked yourself with the fucking belt, dude.
Yeah, what, you want to
So-
act normal now? Are we opening gifts now?
Back to the bedroom, I was choking this lady with a belt, and that's what I thought of. I was like, this is my buddy type shit. I don't like this.
I've gone too far.
And I stopped. She
Like a
seemed,
Slipknot concert.
yeah, she seemed super into it, but I was like, I don't think I should do this anymore.
I don't think I should do this anymore.
I'm on the level of doing some weird shit.
When you're questioning it, it's probably a good
Yeah.
time to stop.
So I stopped and just used it as a like spanking utensil. But
Yeah, man. Spitting in someone's mouth, though, yeah, that's pretty gnarly. I mean, if she
Really?
asked for it, though, I mean,
I mean, they didn't necessarily ask for it. I just kind of did it.
Yeah.
And they accepted with
back to
whole heart.
we somehow got on the category of pornography, if you will.
You're about to ask me what the weirdest porn I've ever seen is. Huh?
It is not. No, you think
Okay.
you know me so well. Full of little surprises. No. What would you do? And I don't even know if y'all look at porn. I'm sure you do. Everyone does. Everyone indulges once in a while.
Don't fucking lie to me. Everyone watches porn, especially if you're a pubescent teen.
Yeah, it's not their fault though. Anyway, how would you be? How skittish or how would you react if your browser history came in the mail, say your bank statements and stuff? Say your browser history came via the mail. How soon would you be on top of getting your mail? Like, how would you react?
Is it monthly, or is it?
Not so much as a bank statement. What is that, monthly or something like that? Yeah.
I've been checking that shit monthly.
Yeah, check that shit monthly.
Um,
So you would have to be concerned about your browser history then?
I mean, not necessarily, but with my ex, it was like if I watched porn, it was fucking, I was Satan.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. So,
Really?
that would be the only reason I'd be on top of it.
There you go. How about you, sir? Oh, Chavez. Need to fill her up? What's happening here? You need something?
No, I'm
Cigar?
just contemplating taking a drink.
Chavez? Are you thinking?
Yeah.
Oh,
I might have to say.
I think he's passed out. Fuck, I done forgot the
I might have
question.
to contemplate it, man.
I don't
Are
even
you
remember what I
checking that
asked you.
shit monthly, or are you not giving a fuck?
Oh, I remember now.
Oh, I'm not giving a fuck.
Oh, really? Your browser history is bad?
Oh, it's bad, but I'm not giving
Oh,
a
it's
fuck.
bad. How bad is it, man? How bad is it?
Alright, so now we're getting to like the weirdest porno topic type shit here.
Here we go. Yeah, you done called it, man. We done circled around to it. Here we go. Weirdest porno. Let's do it. Not even one that you pleasured yourself to. Let's just say the weirdest porno you ever seen.
Yeah. I'll start.
I've seen some weird shit on the internet. I've been to the bowels.
Hold up. Would you check, how often would you check your mail?
Fuck, man. Every day.
Every day?
Yeah, man.
But even
I
if
mean,
you
it's
knew
not
it
even
was
like I gotta be
monthly.
worried. She's cool with it.
But even if it was monthly, like, you're
I
checking
mean,
it every day?
Say if I was with.
'Cause
Oh,
that's
okay,
like
no,
some
that's
type
some
of, like-
crackheaded stuff, man.
Not even crackheaded shit. That's just something like, okay, I watched some weird shit. Should I be worried about this?
Yeah, I got a problem. No. I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't
No.
even care. Not with the situation I'm in. She don't give a shit about that.
If we're talking about the weirdest porno we have ever seen, I have seen
I have seen
quite
some
a
shit.
few weird pornos.
2 girls, 1 cup.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh, I think everyone's seen that. Everyone at least our age or older has unfortunately witnessed that. I'd say, yeah. I don't say it's got to be the weirdest. Yeah, I don't think I've seen anything. Okay, I've seen something weird, it's stuff I accidentally scrolled past. I didn't even watch this stuff like that prolapse shit, or like someone
pink
breaking a jar off up in their ass on
glass
accident.
ass, man. Everybody's seen that.
I have not. I've
If
only
you've
heard
seen,
of it.
if you've seen 2 girls, 1 cup, you're almost guaranteed. Oh my god!
What happened there? You almost slipped out of a chair.
No, I broke
Is this
it.
guy over here all right? He's gonna make it.
I broke this chair.
You need this. You want a sip of this? Here, take a little bit of that. You need it. Take a little sip. Come on. Just a little nip.
I broke the chair.
Oh, what the fuck is that? The ass of it?
It is. It says the ass of the
We need a
chair.
new chair. We're having technical difficulties already. You want a chair? I'll get you one.
No, it's cool.
Breaking my shit, man. I know it's not expensive, but shit.
Okay, shut up.
You shut up.
I've seen a couple weird
So,
pornos. I mean,
Now,
You all continue. I gotta go piss. Go ahead.
seen a couple what?
weird pornos. I've seen by
I've seen
couple.
a
I
midget get
mean,
fucked by a
variety.
I think that's the weirdest I've seen.
Like midget getting BBC.
Yeah.
Dude, that ain't shit.
It's just like a pool cue getting fucking reach out.
Alright, weirdest
That's all I've
porno
ever
I
seen.
think I've ever seen. Now, before everybody's all like, hey, check this guy out, let me explain myself after I tell you the fucking title. I'm sure all the darker people in the fan group are gonna understand whenever I say this title, but it was called 2 Kids, 1 Sandbox. It was this lady that was just stuffing shit in the end of this dude's dick.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it went from like
What did I walk
screwdrivers
into? Oh, what
to
the hell?
full-blown dildos. I mean, it got fucked up. Graphic.
Does anybody need a drink?
No.
You want a Coca-Cola or something?
However, if I were to have to say the weirdest porno I've watched for the longest time and did not pleasure myself to
Gotta throw that up there.
was this woman. She stuck like 13 cutie oranges in her butt, pooped them all back out, and on the last one She pooped a little bit.
Ew.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like a solid turd either. It was like when you push just a little too hard, and that little bit of.
This is the point
comes
where
out.
if we had a buzzer, I'd fucking hit it.
Yeah. Okay.
Out of bounds, sir.
We
Out
have
of
a fucking
bounds,
buzzer,
sir.
buddy. She used those oranges to scoop that poop back up and push them back inside her.
That's unsanitary.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she got like hepatitis C from it, but either way, that is what she did. Or OG Mudbone, that motherfucker come like gallons, and I mean that's hard to unsee. Like closing bitches' eyes shut.
Especially when you're in front of it.
Yeah, well, I was never in front of it.
So what's your best or worst drinking or drug experiences? We can go to that realm too. Best or worst.
Okay. So.
Or we could say both.
My best and worst are off the same drug, LSD. My best was whenever I took almost 4 hits of LSD. It was like 3.5, but I kind of like cut my half a little bigger than the other half. So every time I looked at a tree outside, there was a neon green, just like light. I don't know how else to explain it other than like a straight light bulb just coming out of the middle of every branch of this tree. Great time. Worst time, between 2 different occasions. I decided I was going to take like 2.5 hits of LSD, drink on top of it, have to go to school the next day, and whenever I went to school the next day, in homeroom, we had an assembly for drunk driving.
Oh, what the?
And we had this woman who had passed away she was a couple grades lower than me. She passed away from a drunk driving incident. So I have my recent ex sit next to me, crying with all of her friends. And then I had my buddy, Ryan, who was sitting to the right of me, screaming, "It's not my fucking fault they got in the car drunk and drove." So I'm sitting there, tripping fucking balls. Do I cry? Do I stay serious? Do I laugh with Ryan?
It's a good question.
What the fuck do I do?
Probably not the laughing. I mean, that's your last
I just
resort.
stayed serious.
There you go. Pensive.
Okay, I guess it's between. Oh, okay. So on top, no, it's not. It's still between 2 different ones. The same trip on where I had to go to that assembly in first period. I had this lady who sat in front of me. We were good buddies at the time. She turned around because I told her she smoked, she tripped, all this and that. I told her I was tripping. And for some reason, 15 minutes into the class period, she turns around and looks at me. "You ate rat poison." My chest.
Some reason, we wonder why.
My chest immediately tightened. I couldn't breathe. And I had to lay down on the floor. And 30 minutes into the period, we had 90-minute periods, I had to walk up to the teacher. "You got to let me out of this classroom. I'm going to freak out if I'm in this classroom. You just got to let me go." She let me walk around the school for the next 60 minutes until the class period was over. And then we had a drunk driving assembly. Yeah, you know how that goes.
Oh, yeah.
The other time was with my brother. I took 3.5 hits. He took 3.5 hits. 30 minutes into the trip, he passes out on the couch. So I'm still up. I'm tripping fucking balls at this point. And I'm watching Family Guy. And Lois and Peter end up like breaking up for a little bit of time. And Lois was saying some harsh shit. Peter was saying some harsh shit. I was tripping balls enough to where I texted my ex at the time, or my most recent ex, and broke up with her for like an hour and a half until I sobered up from the LSD. Text her back, I am totally sorry. I was tripping dicks. Do you care to take me back? She said yeah, and it was just like, I was tripping balls. She wasn't really mad about it. But I was like, this could have been, I blamed it on my brother 100%. 100%. I was like, motherfucker, if you wouldn't have fell asleep on me, this would have never happened.
Kind of like right now.
Yeah. So.
Yo, Chavez. What are you doing, man?
Just listening.
Just listening.
So,
He's taking it all in.
That was probably my worst experience. Other than the first time I tripped, I fucking thought I was eating maggots, but
Oh, what the
that wasn't really shit.
That'd be a little awful there.
It was awful, but not nearly as awful as when I broke up with my girlfriend for 2 hours just to ask her back out. Or my ex, not my girlfriend. I'm sorry. What about you?
Oh, me next. I was gonna ask Chavez so he didn't fall asleep.
Hey, what
Taking a
about
siesta
you?
over there.
What? What is your worst and best experience on a drug of your choosing?
Or alcohol, I mean, shit.
Alcohol's a drug.
Yeah, whatever, man. Gotta specify.
Drug worst would probably be LSD. Being in a dark ass room with only like these fucking pop balloons, fucking lights coming on. Either that or people's fucking phones coming on. You thinking, oh, here comes another fucking trip, and then you go into another fucking trip. Did not like that whatsoever. That was my worst fucking trip ever, and my worst drug related. Best? I don't know. I just feel like every time I smoke.
Yeah, I just feel like every time I smoke.
What about you, fucking gnome?
I'd have to say the best was Molly. After it was like years ago after work, we got some Molly, some water, and we parachuted it not up our butts, through our mouths. And I don't know, I was smoking that night too. And well, I didn't kick in. Theirs kicked in about like half an hour or so, or something like that. They started dancing around the room and saying, "Hey man, check this out, doesn't this look crazy?" And I was like, "No, I don't know what y'all are talking about." I was like, "I think y'all are full of shit." Actually, he should have said, "Are you sure this is the placebo effect?" Because I was like, "I don't feel shit." I might have just been smoking too much and just dulling the buzz at first, but then another buddy comes by and we get in his car and that's when it fucking hits, man. We take off in the car and I feel like I took off like the Flash. Everything's whipping by me. We go to the gas station. He's like, "Man, you want to come inside?" And I'm like, "Nah, man, I can't be in public right now." And I stayed out there and I rubbed his car seat. For his driver's seat, it had this cover on it. I just rubbed it. Are you putting hot sauce in there?
Fuck it.
You want to throw up, don't you? You're just trying to get warm?
I'm a goddamn man.
There you go. But yeah, started like stroking all up on his car seat and stuff, and I don't know, that was a pretty fun night. The worst, I tried shrooms one time.
This is not a sponsor, by the way, just in case any of you guys know what this hot sauce is.
Yeah, we ain't got no sponsors. I mean, we got stuff we like to use, like, I think me and him are both vaping on Mr. Fogg's. Those are good, inexpensive vapes if you look
Hi.
for 'em.
Sponsor us.
Hyde sponsor us. Those are good too. What the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah, shrooms. I can't even really explain that encounter. He could explain it better than me because he was there. I was just kind of stuck in it and I didn't enjoy it. I thought it was awful. Shittiest roller coaster ride ever.
How Anthony was explaining the loop earlier, I would say that's about how it was for the gnome over here. Chavez, my bad. He just was having a terrible time, but as soon as we walked outside, he had a good time. As soon as we walked back inside, he had a bad time. Whenever we walked back outside,
It's a suit, bro. Suit.
oh my god, man.
He was using half the fucking party.
What?
Not only that, man, the fucking red light they decided they wanted to have on the whole night.
That's what fucked me up. Was balloons at once, man.
I have a tweaker in the room while you're tripping.
I popped
Terrible.
I popped every balloon, man. That's all I gotta say is I popped every balloon.
That's all I gotta say.
And they decided, hey, I'm gonna use this to start tripping and shit. And
Oh my, what the?
what?
Well, on the topic of overly messed up, you ever been so messed up you soiled yourself?
Yes,
Yeah?
plenty of times.
We talk about we get pissed yourself or just
Yep, just pissed. I've
never
never
blew.
shit.
You never
I've
blew your
never
ass?
shit myself. I pissed myself.
I never done it drunk. I've never pissed or shit myself drunk. I have shit myself 2 or 3 times.
I've sharded before that counts.
Yeah, that's shitting your pants, man. That's what that is, man. It's
Track
shit.
meet. Thought I had a fucking.
Had
fart.
that on a teeter-totter.
Did he fucking?
Fucked up my blue hand ones.
Did he just lift you up all the way up and just slam you
Yeah,
down?
so let me down carefully. I gotta take a shit. All right.
Just gets
And he
off.
hopped off. I shit. Went in the porta john and someone had shit all over the walls of it, man. I just threw my underwear in the toilet. And
Fuck.
Yeah, it's a
Fuck
bad
this.
time, man. It's like, there's shit everywhere. I can't clean myself up in here. Yeah, it was bad, man. Oh, man. What the hell are
I've shit myself once and sharted myself
we
once.
That's shitting yourself, man.
No, it's
Let's a shart is what?
A shit
When you
A little
fart
bit.
and a little bit of shit comes out. That's shitting
okay,
yourself.
but when you shit yourself, it's like a lot.
Oh man, have you ever volcano shat yourself?
I haven't.
Like on Jackass?
That's disgusting.
I was
Shut up.
sick. I was laying belly. No, I
Don't
want
do
you
it.
to puke. I want you to puke. I was laying belly down, dude. My nice Homer Simpson bedpants. Thought I could trust this fart. I think I was watching Saved by the Bell about 6 a.m. And I blew ass. And I literally blew ass. I felt my pants do this number, like something shot up out of my ass, and it
No
did.
way.
Oh yeah, dude, I felt like a fucking circus tent that set up shop in my backyard. And I sprayed ass up in my shorts, and I was like, I can't roll to the side because it's all wet, man. There's no safe evacuation, so I just pulled them up as tight as I can, ran to the front door. Shit you not, that's how much in the country I live. I've got bare ass naked on my front porch. Threw my pants off there, man. I was like asking my parents, I was like, you think we could salvage these? I like these bed pants. There's no saving those, we're burning those. They were just morning good too, you know, that crotch hole in them and everything.
First time I shit myself, I was maybe in like 7th, 8th grade, and I'd been fishing all fucking day, all goddamn day.
All day.
And my older sister and my little sister come to the park like, hey, Mom said you need to come home, supper's gonna be done soon. Okay, cool. So we walked down to the woods, and my little sister kept walking, and I looked at my older sister, I was like, hey, I left my fishing line at the park, I'm gonna go back and grab it. She was like, well, I'm gonna walk with you. So we made sure my little sister got through the woods, turned around, walked back to the park, and by the time we were walking back, I was like, I have to take a shit. It's not, like, it's one of those shits.
I'm crowning.
No,
Crowning.
it was like one of those shits where you didn't have to shit 5 seconds ago, but now if you don't shit, you're shitting yourself.
Oh yeah, it's go time.
So, like, I literally squatted down in a ditch. I was about to just take a shit in this ditch, and a car passed by, and I started panicking. So I pulled my pants up.
I was gonna say,
and-
did you shit faster?
No.
Did you shit faster?
I pulled my pants up.
Boom! Just fucking 12 gauge it. Just
I
Like
tried-
buckshot right out your ass.
I tried making it to the woods. Like,
You try making your poop to the woods?
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna make a jacket.
You sent your artillery shell.
I was squeezing. No. I was squeezing butt cheeks, dude. I mean,
I was squeezing
butt cheeks, fucking
Oh my
walking
God,
as
it's
fast,
ready to go.
walking as fast as I possibly could.
Butt cheek squeeze.
Butt cheeks fucking clenched, and like 5 steps before I got into the woods, it just kind of said. So I just took my boxers off, threw my boxers off.
Did you already know at that point you're just like,
Yeah.
you know, like Kylie, are these salvageable? I want.
No,
these
like
salvageable.
I knew it was like I felt it leave my butt. It was like, yeah, we're not doing anything about this.
I definitely shit myself. There's no way
So,
of saving this.
I took
I'm either gonna walk with some shitty underwear or walk with nothing. I'm choosing nothing.
I took both my socks off, wiped my
Oh,
ass
it
in the
got,
woods.
I was about to say, you got your socks? God damn.
I took both my
That's some
socks
runny
off,
shit, yo.
wiped my ass, threw them off in the woods,
Ooh,
and
that's a sewage that nobody wants to see.
walked back to the house. And I was talking to my older sister. I was like, "Hey, how do I sell this to make it look like I didn't just shit myself?"
There's
no not looking
No,
like you
she
just
said-
shit yourself.
She said, "Spray yourself down with the hose. I'll walk inside and tell everyone you fell in the lake."
It smelled like shit.
Walked inside,
Fell in a sewage
immediately told my older brother, "Hey, Dakota just shit himself." So
Holy cat's out of the bag, by the way.
yeah, I had already sprayed myself down with the hose. I mean, it had to be like 34 degrees outside. And I walk inside, and my brother was like, "Why are you wet?" "Oh, I fell in the lake." "No, you didn't. You shit yourself."
No, you didn't. You should gerbils out of the ass, man. You're
Oh,
dead.
okay. Fuck you then for fucking just ratting on me that quick. Last time I shit myself, as Kylie calls it, I call it a shart.
You call it a shart.
It wasn't a
A
whole lot.
shitty fart. What do they
It
call
wasn't
that?
a- but there
if
wasn't
you
like-
fart and your little shit comes out, it's a shark.
Exactly. I sharted. For sure.
I shart. I shit my pants.
I was like, I have to fart, and I pushed a little harder than I probably should have.
Man, those are the worst.
Those are the worst.
And
Cause you
I
feel
was-
it, you feel it in your gut. You're like,
Exactly.
oh, that's either a poop or a fart.
And you just
You
go
have a
with it.
50-50 chance, and then as soon as you push, and your
I was in the
butt cheek clenched.
I was on
Yeah,
I was,
nope, I guess wrong.
I was on PlayStation with the gnome here. I was on PlayStation with the Dick, who you guys will see in the later podcast. And I think that was about it. And I was pushing a fart out, and it was a little more than a fart. I
Was
immediately,
it moist?
I think I shit
Some
myself.
moist. Was
Stood
there
up.
some moisture in your
Yeah,
fucking
there
crotch
definitely
area?
was.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked a man in the eyes while he shit his pants?
Never look a ginger in the eyes.
No, have you ever looked a man in the eyes while he shit his
Not
pants
said
on
that.
accident? I have.
We were all looking at a screen though when I shit myself. So
Was it like you opened like a bathroom door?
No, it was great. We were smoking and smoking a little, you know, and he's coughing, man, and I guess he trusted a fart. And I looked right in his eyes when he trusted it too. He went, and he went, stone face, like, and I was like, you just shit your pants, man. I didn't say it, but I was thinking it. He's like, he handed off whatever we were smoking.
What face do you make at that point? If you know you're right.
Oh, if I know I was right, I
Like,
just,
say
oh,
Dakota,
me, my
say
face?
Dakota just looked
Shit
it
his
up,
pants like
looked at you in the face and was like,
my face at the time, I'd imagine, was like this. I go, oh, shit's going down. But it's funny though. So I'm like,
yeah, going down to the
oh,
back of his leg.
yeah, going down his drawers, man. So anyway, what happens then, man? He shits his pants, and he doesn't say it, but I'm just sitting there like, hey, he just shits his pants. He walks away. He's like, I'll be right back. And my buddy looks at me. He's like, what's wrong with him? I was like, I'm pretty sure he just shit his pants. And he's like, no way. He comes back. Sorry about that, fellas. I messed my drawers. I had to throw my underwear away in the trash can. I was like, told you, dude. Yeah. But, yeah, man.
right, going on. Funny and bad reviews for restaurants and or just any business in general. My first one.
What he's talking about, he didn't really explain it much. We did some research just to see some of the worst reviews places have got on the internet, and these are some of them.
So this commenter said, 1-star review. Took my first date out because I really wanted to end it. Unfortunately, the food came out delicious and very fresh, but the staff was not very rude to my date at all, which really pissed me off.
Was not very rude.
No.
You want them to
Yeah,
be
it was
rude?
not. I thought he misread this the first time I heard this.
You want them to be rude to you?
Be rude.
You
I
want-
wanted
yeah.
it to end.
Oh, okay. So you wanted it to be
Yeah. My 3-star review for a Chinese buffet. I ate there for about 3 hours, or I ate there about 3 hours ago, and now I have diarrhea. As far as the Chinese buffet goes, it was pretty good.
Oh yeah, you're not leaving the Chinese buffet without having diarrhea. I
Yeah,
don't.
no.
I have it in the buffet, and if I don't, I'm in the car like screaming. I shit you not.
Hurry up.
Every speed bump, like a momentary orgasm.
So now we have our little personal.
Oh, hold on, no, I got one. I got one that's
Okay.
not personal. I got one that's not personal.
Go ahead.
It's
Go
the
ahead. Go ahead.
Person wrote, "This is a strip club review. I don't know what strip club, but it's 1 star, saying, that's a pretty damn good joint."
Awesome.
But it said, if you like C-section scars, bullet wounds, scrapes, cuts, sob stories about how they dancing for 5 kids, weed, smelly vajays, and cellulite, this is the place for you. I went home and danced in front of my mirror and got myself hotter than this dump. Yeah, that's pretty harsh, man.
That's a strip club I'd like to see.
Yes, no kidding. Like, how bad could it be?
I mean, if he wants to fucking dance in front of his fucking mirror and say I did it better than what they did,
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty damn bad.
he threw ones at himself in the mirror. He grabbed one of those money guns and was like, make it rain, Poppy.
You said you had a personal review. What do you got here?
Okay. This is a personal review for me. I'm not gonna name the restaurant.
There you go. I was about to say that's smart there.
But one time I went to this restaurant and ordered a couple of burritos. And I went there and so I've actually sharted myself 3 times. And one of the times was at this restaurant.
This guy shits his pants a lot.
Well, I didn't want to spoil
You
it
have
because
control of your sphincter?
It's pretty loose
Shut up.
these days.
I wanted to go ahead and save this one. I ordered a couple burritos. You know, I ate them. I was feeling good.
Is that fucking code for fucking slong? In your butt, huh? Is that why you can't hold your shits in?
Motherfucker,
What's that called when an anus is outside of the
Pink sock.
Prolapse, man. We
prolapse?
covered that.
Yeah, prolapse fucking anus.
You should already be on the goddamn topic.
Well, he's asleep, man.
All right.
I've been listening,
So,
man. I've just been listening.
So
I'm like, what the fuck?
I ate them all. Me and my buddies that were there, and my ex, we were all just bullshitting, and all of a sudden my stomach starts to fucking start growling and shit. So I was like, oh fuck, I gotta take a shit. But you know, whenever you're out with a date, it's not like, okay, I want to get up, go take a shit, and be gone for that long. I want to be here the whole time to make sure that I'm the one impressing her. So that's what I tried to do. I tried to hold the shit off, and I was
It's a hard fought battle.
It was just like letting out quick little couple silence, you know.
Being discreet.
But there was one I was like, this one's gonna be iffy. Not iffy on like me shitting myself.
Did you feel like in your gut? And then
It was all in my gut. I mean, my stomach
in your
started
gut
growling.
and in your butt.
Yeah,
You're
And
like-
in your butt.
That's what I'm saying. Those are the 50-50 chances you
yeah.
gotta take.
Well, it was like
Yeah. It's
It's
like
either
you
gonna
know,
be a big ass fart.
there's this
or
energy between my sphincter and my belly.
I didn't see,
It's
it
like
wasn't even
fucking
like
the
that.
Kraken.
It's a
It was
Release
like-
the Kraken, crack a toe.
You gotta clip the
like
right wire,
Squidward,
man.
That's what
Use
he
the
did.
bomb.
He just
To
Squidward
me,
it. Crack a toe up.
to me, it wasn't even like a fucking feeling in my stomach to my fucking anus. It was like, is this gonna be a loud fart or is this gonna be a quiet fart? And it was a quiet fart with a little bit of excess.
If it was a powerful shark.
Pushed way too hard.
Oh, for sure.
He's like, oh!
I felt a little bit of liquid hit my boxers, and I was like, oh.
Oh, no.
So I
Help
got
the
up.
food mask the smell.
Yeah, well, no, I got up. Hey, I gotta take a piss. I gotta take a piss, and
Can we smoke cigarettes in
I
here?
I went and took my shorts off. Oh, okay, my boxers, not my shorts. I was wearing shorts at the time, and I ended up staying the night at my buddy's house. So I stayed the night there. I didn't have a change of clothes. So the next day I go to school. The girl that I'd went on the date with is walking behind me talking to the guy that like we also went on the date with. It was me, this girl, and two of my buddies.
Did you say a guy you went on a date with?
He was there. He was like a third wheel pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Calm down, Kylie. Goddamn. You guys are just fucking trying to make me seem to be gay. Anthony's over here talking about fucking putting burritos in my ass for some reason. And fucking Kylie's over here talking about fucking...
I mean, might as well with the fucking...
You said my name, man. You said both of our names, man.
I don't give a fuck!
Son of a fuck.
But she's sitting behind me talking to me like, hey, this motherfucker smells like shit.
I wonder why.
So, it was at lunch. We were walking to lunch. So after lunch, I went into the bathroom, looked at my shorts, and I had just this smidge bit of shit
Is this a
inside
separate
my
occasion?
shorts. No, it's the same occasion.
Oh.
It's just the next day. And, yeah, pretty embarrassing.
Pretty embarrassing. I'm baffled. I don't even know where to go from there.
I got called out by my fucking date saying I smell like shit.
Was that your restaurant review?
That was, well, it was my personal experience at a restaurant. Guess it wasn't really a review. If I had to review it, it would have been like a 2-star because I shit myself in the restaurant. And no one helped me.
No one helped you because you didn't cry for help, man. You didn't ask no one for help. Like, hey, I just, on the low, I shit my pants. You want to help me? We're in this together, man.
Someone that's on the log ride tells you that. You gotta help them.
Fuck no. Hold on, dude, 'cause you're about to shit your pants a whole lot more. I tell you what, one time we was at Holiday World and we were smoking. And we were in the, I think we were in the smoking area, actually. And we're sitting there and we're talking, and I had to take a shit. We're about to go on that slide that's built like a toilet bowl, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm not really, I didn't think I was being funny. I just like, man, we're about to go down this slide, and I know shit's gonna follow me the whole way down. I was like, and I know it's cold, man. First time I went through, the balls hit the water first, and I about hopped up out the inner tube. I was like, as soon as I hit that tube, I'm just shitting. And I look over, and I got this woman just in tears, crying and laughing so hard at what the hell we're talking about. And so I just fueled the fire after that. I was like, oh yeah. It's like, where am I gonna go next? What am I gonna shit on?
Alright.
I don't know where the fuck I was going with that though. Oh yeah, we're still in fucking reviews, man.
Well, we're kind of past that. That was more just a personal experience for me at a restaurant.
Man, I had a personal review.
Okay, before you get to that personal review, you just talked about pretty well shitting inside of a fucking slip and slide.
You shitting a slip and slide?
No, motherfucker.
No, after you do that. That's all I gotta say about that.
So, how would you react? You know how you go down the slide and then they'll eventually send someone down whenever you're like halfway through the slide so you guys don't run into each other.
Yeah.
What if that person got like into position, they were holding that little fucking bar to send themselves down, and they shit as soon as you started going down the side.
I
The
braced
whole
the
time
shit, man.
Drowning them at the end.
The whole time you're sitting there, you have a turd following you.
Drowning them
And it's like picking up. It's,
Oh, fuck that.
yeah.
I'm hopping to my feet and surfing and hopping over that turd, man.
It's gaining. I mean, it's not like a big enough one where you can stand up. It's like a tube.
I'll matrix that shit, man. I'll figure it out. If there's shit near me and it's not mine.
I think I'm gonna just have to take like a champ, hit it to the back of the head, and be like,
Take it to the back of the head.
They're getting drowned at the end. As soon as I make contact and I feel that poop hit me.
You wipe out, the turd just hits you in the
Yeah,
face.
and then they come back, they're getting drowned, and then
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, this motherfucker had corn. You just know what meal he had from it. It's earthy.
"Is that beef stroganoff?"
Oh God! Did you have stew? Clam chowder, he called it.
give a fuck.